How's it going, everyone? Welcome to. Hopefully, the audio is coming through. We'll find out. But welcome to Collector Showcase. This episode, we're going to be talking about G1 Transformers, the first series. That way, we can kind of break it up into individual episodes. Of course, at the end of the episode, we will be doing a giveaway for the people that had participated into the contest. But yeah, we hope you enjoy this discussion of my particular favorite toy brand. Um, but with me, of course, my host, Retro Ryan. Buddy, you want to introduce yourself and everything?
What's up, guys? Retro Ryan here. You can catch me live every Tuesday night at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time (PM), taking your retro game requests and playing 80s, 90s toy and game footage. I recently premiered this last week my Christmas special. I decided I'm gonna, upload that in full Monday night, a little closer to Christmas. I was planning on originally today, but for those of you that were here at my last Tuesday night stream this week, you got to see it. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. We're excited about doing this giveaway tonight, me and Vince, that Optimus Prime. It's going to be at the end of the show, and we're excited to get into some of the best original G1 Transformers.
All right, so what's not to love about a toy brand that is more than meets the eye, is the catchphrase, right? So, you take a generic car, plane, household item, a gun, which we don't have many of those today for kids to play with, luckily, I guess, and sadly too, because we're not going to get a Megatron 86 version Studio Series because we can't sell toy guns to kids, right? Even though it would have all the color stickers and everything that would make it not something that someone could actually shoot. But anyway, this is a brand. I mean, it came out on my birthday, not my birth date, but my birthday, back in what, 84, 83, yeah, 84. Um, Man, I just sat down with my dad and watched this cartoon. And then anytime we could go toy hunting, it was the toy I wanted. I remember getting Optimus Prime for Christmas that year. Man, uh, that was an awesome toy, especially Bumblebee. Actually, I got more Autobots than I did Decepticons. I think the only two I had were Soundwave and Starscream, outside of maybe Thundercracker. But then I ended up getting more later on. But this is my toy love. I love Transformers more than anything. It's like if I were to count the three most that I enjoy, it would be Transformers, GI Joe, and Star Wars. So, but let me move my camera a little bit. There we go. It's a little better, a little better. So, um, Ryan, let me get your introduction into the brand. What you loved about it? What caught your eye?
It was never like even in my top five, but that didn't mean I didn't love it. It just kind of took the back seat to, my favorites, Motu. Then it'd probably be Real Ghostbusters, then Turtles. Obviously, I love Star Wars a lot too. I have every wave, pretty
Mm-hmm.
much. The original line, original Kenner line, the Power of the Force 2 line. I have the Black Series, but like Transformers is something I watched, I enjoyed. I had a few toys. I actually have more as an adult now to fill in the ones that I was missing back in the day. But it's like we had it almost too good, dude, because there
We
were so
did.
many shows to keep up with, so many shows, so many amazing toy lines. And the problem is, even when you get into the obscure '80s toy lines and '90s, they're still good. So you had to pick and choose your spots. You couldn't afford it all. You couldn't watch it all. And maybe it's a blessing because I'm still trying to keep up with shows I haven't seen then, stuff I missed. And me building that archive I've been building,
Mm-hmm.
downloading all these shows. I just want to have it. I want to have it in my library. But it's kind of a blessing, isn't it, that we didn't get to see everything. We can kind of catch up on some of these shows now, and maybe the ones we that were our B-side shows, you
So
know.
it was really cool because, we were in the era of VHS players and recorders. So a lot of times my dad would sit there and take a VHS tape and record, you know, every episode. He'd work through the process of like taking out all the commercials. So it was just a complete, from the intro, main show, outro. So it was like, what you would get later on that you would pay for.
By the
But,
way, thank God for recording on VHS,
right?
because that's basically the gist of my channel is footage captured on these VHS tapes from back in the day that are our archive of all the commercials we saw, the toys, the games. Thank God for that. Thank God for recording the show. And my go-to show that I always recorded was X-Men animated series. That was the one that I just refused to miss, amongst others. But that was
Mm-hmm.
one I made sure to always get, you know.
And it was Transformers was a phenomenon, man. Like it for those who don't know, when Hasbro acquired the license for some of these brands from Takara, I think even like Bandai and a couple others to create the actual line that we know as Transformers, Marvel Comics was brought in to help with pinning the stories. It actually started out as a comic, just like G.I. Joe, before there was actually a cartoon. And it's really cool. You can watch the toys that made us and talk like how they came up with the names and like how Megatron almost wasn't even Megatron. Um, there was actually two gun Transformers, Browning I think is, and then the one that we got that became Megatron. And um, it's really cool that we even got some of this stuff. They were looking for stuff outside of the US to come up with ideas for brands for kids. So being able to get this stuff here was amazing. But like the animation, the stories were really good. They really drew you in. I loved it, man. Such great stuff. But yeah, if you want, we can get into the actual first series of figures.
Get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah, so give me a moment, folks, as I pull this up for you. Making sure it's actually going to show up on the screen. And we'll get into the first 28 Transformers. Come on, let's... Oh yeah, I might have to reset that. Hold on, let's see. There we go. All right, so as we break this down, of course, we're going through this website that we've been using for since we started the show. So Figure Realms or figurerealm.com. If you want to go check it out, they have a good wide range of an encyclopedia of all the stuff that that from A to Z of Barbies to Transformers to modern toys, NECA. But yeah, so let's start out with the most iconic Transformer that most people got, and that is
Ultra Magnus. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, right. Yeah, let's go. Here we go with the ads. All right, that's the only downside, which is Optimus Prime. Man, what is not to love about a Peterbilt truck with a trailer? I mean, you can haul stuff in this thing. It's nice red, it's blue, it's got some silver and like additional chrome parts on it. You're talking about a toy that was die cast with plastic and had rubber wheels. I mean, this is like taking Hot Wheels to a whole new level. What's up, Tib? Do the
They were
changeables count as
all
Transformers? Yes, actually they do. They do count as technically in a way Transformers. That
they're
was
Transformers for peasants.
for peasants. Yeah, yeah. So you could get this Optimus Prime for what, 10 bucks maybe. I can't even remember how much this figure costs, but and in a Happy Meal for what, 2.99 or
I just watched his book exchange video where he was hunting there. And by the way, ridiculous selection of great games in that book exchange. You lucky son of a Tib lives in Cali, where like it is the mecca gold mine of fucking gaming, and I'm so upset with him that he's that lucky. But in the video he's telling his friend Chino, he says his friend said to him, "Why don't you just get the Howling on DVD?" And he said to him, DVDs are for peasants.
DVDs are for peasants. Wait. I only had the peasant Transformers. So you mean GoBots? Even though GoBots came out like a couple weeks or months before Transformers, but just did not hit the staying power as the Transformers. But and in Jason Great White North says that he misses this toy. But yeah, what is not love, man? This is a great figure. Of course, Optimus Prime transforms into the iconic leader of the Autobots. This one has seen better days. You can see where the stickers are coming off. Of course, that's another thing too. These figures had stickers. Your parents would either put them on, or if you're old enough, you would put them on.
The sticker makes it sicker.
The sticker makes it what? What?
The sticker makes it sicker.
Makes it sicker. Hey, it adds that level of detail that they couldn't do with molding and painting. So, but yeah, what's not to love about this guy? Very basic articulation. I mean, you got some arm movement here. You got some elbow. You got wrist turn with the fist, but that was only because the fist kind of plugged into the front headlights of the truck.
I also can't understate how much the utilization of the red and blue colors in the 80s. And the reason I say that is I looked at my home videos this week at my parents. Every holiday season we're re-looking at all the home videos we have taped, which I have a lot, like 20 hours of home video footage of, everything from grandparents to Christmases to Easters, especially from the golden years, from when I'm like 1 all the way up to 10 years old, which is like the stuff that really is kind of more interesting from the 80s, and I'm just saying, dude, tons of like red and blue clothes back then. It doesn't surprise me that the red and the blue utilization of the Transformers toys, those colors were very big at that time.
Well, it's very Americana, right? It's red and blue. I mean, it's part of the
just like how by the 90s we went to the neons, the very bright neons by the 90s. Just think Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of the era of that time, the neon era. Like the 80s was very red and blue, very very classic colors.
It was very bright colors. It was very bright colors, but it definitely was like different than what we got when they introduced the neon highlighters, all that stuff that we got in the 90s. But yeah, no, definitely. What's not to love about Optimus Prime here? Voiced by Peter Cullen. Great leader, iconic. Man, like, I love when my dad would do his voice and then when we would play. So that does bring a whole other level of like engagement with these toys. But
I'm always amazed with Transformers what they did with the realisticness of the vehicles, because you could tell a lesser toy line by it wouldn't quite look like the vehicle, right? No, you were never getting like almost looks like a vehicle. It always, whether it was a plane, it was a Mack truck, it was a sports car, it was something exotic, it looked like that vehicle. They didn't cut any corners. It wasn't like that looks like a car, but it looks fucked up. You never had that kind of a scenario. No. They would always nail it in both versions, where it's the vehicle or the robot version that it transforms into. you're getting the realistic detail in both accounts.
And see, that's one of the things I loved about like the Transformers too, is that it was a very realistic representation of what something would look like if it transformed from a vehicle mode, or from whatever household item, a lighter or other things that they would have in Japan, because Japan was very big into robots. They were even bigger into combining robots. The bigger, the better. Kaiju's, all that stuff. But like Diaclone was such a cool toy line in Japan. The car, I think it was car machines or car robo or car robots, and then there's the microbots. Man, I'm getting there's too much information in my head. I'm trying to dump here, so I'm gonna be bound to mix things up. But like, I just remember playing with this with my father. Of course, hey Dad, welcome to the show. Thank you for popping in. But like, the one thing that was like notorious about some of these figures is they had a lot of like mini accessories, and Prime, of course, was no different. He had a hose, he had missiles that fired off of his repair bay over here. He had a refuel station. He had his gun. His fists actually were detachable. Those were lost a lot of times. I actually lost my original fist. My dad actually has my original Prime. And we ended up having to buy an additional set of fists for it just by, going to the flea market. But, it was easy to lose some of these parts sometimes, especially at a young age. You're looking at like, this is 84. I'm 3 years old at the time when this figure came out. And it definitely stood the test of time. I mean, like, you definitely start seeing like the wear on this one with, just the play, depending on how much, you as a kid would bash them together. But imagine going into Toys R Us or any local toy place, even KB or whatever, even like Walmart. I mean, like, some of the grocery stores had Transformers and other toys, and seeing this on the shelf and had just how much that just pops. You get a truck, if you're familiar with Tonka stuff, you're familiar with, Hot Wheels. This was like everything that a kid wanted at the time. Hell, kids still want this stuff today, some of them. But, and then on top of that, you have this amazing art that would always be on the back of the box. You got the tech specs, you got a bio of the character, and then you got, of course, their catchphrase. And this kind of gives you a different way to display what figures you can get on the toy line versus like just product stills of the toy. You got Starscream, Bumblebee, you have Ravage, there's Soundwave, Megatron over here, Sunstreaker, Sideswipe. I mean, they're Prowl. I mean, they're all there, and then so it's just like just gives you this additional thing for your imagination, which is amazing. Did you ever have a Prime, Ryan, or that you got one later on?
I do it right now. As an adult, I bought one.
Yeah, great figure. And something to note too, when these figures came out,
the rubber wheel.
huh?
Mine has the rubber wheel.
It has the rubber wheels. Most of them still do have the rubber wheels. Even like the 2002, 4, or whatever it was, whenever Toys R Us had the exclusive rights to re-release Prime, Ultra Magnus, and Hot Rod at the time, and then they released a couple other ones later on. They still had rubber wheels. I think even the 40th anniversary one that we're giving away has rubber wheels. Definitely stands the test of time and helps with the playability of these figures. But yeah, let's get into the other side of the spectrum of this. When you have a set of heroes, you're going to have a set of villains. And of course, what villain leader can we say that is not as iconic and ruthless as Megatron himself? Who is a gun with a stock, a scope, and a silencer. Which is, Dad, correct me if I'm wrong. I think this was the gun from A Man from U.N.C.L.E., right? As far as the design for this from the TV show. Peace through tyranny. You could definitely not have this toy today, unfortunately, because of the fact that it's a gun, of course. I mean, even the Masterpiece, both versions of the Masterpiece Megatron figures, could not be sold in the States here. And if they were sold through third-party means, they had to have a orange cap plugged into the barrel, so it showed that it was a toy. But what is not to love about a character that literally gets used by every other Decepticon, and of course his fusion cannon is amazing as far as the damage and destruction it causes. What's your thoughts, Ryan, on Megatron here?
Yeah, I would have liked to have this. I never had this.
You know, it's funny because I actually got to see this version at Rob's shop. I think April this year. Somebody had traded it in. It was open, but the box was in good condition. Megatron was in good condition. It still had the styrofoam, which is amazing.
Very like RoboCop villain looking, like something like RoboCop would.
Right? Yeah, exactly. What's up, Scrambles?
Yeah, Scrambles.
Scrambles, you're right. Probably why we got the orange NES Zapper. That is exactly the reason why we ended up getting that version, because the original one was the gray. Yep. But it's a cool toy. Practically not as good as Prime, because he's kind of a janky mess. There's been better versions of him released that turn into the gun that actually holds together a lot better. So Tib, this is his it becomes another cannon, so like his part of the scope and the stock and everything become this cannon that he could use, which is kind of a reference to one of the guns in, I think, the third episode, where they're in the mines of Burma and they So Megatron and Starscreamer, they're trying to harvest energon from the mines with this highly explosive crystals. But
this is like some shit you could bring to like biology class and like mix it in, like the teacher wouldn't notice amongst like the microscopes and the, you hide it in there.
Yeah, you could. I could see that. I mean, I imagine how many kids actually took Megatron to school and got away with it before, the incident of things that happened that made it so where we couldn't have toy guns, that destroyed the imagination of stuff because of whatever. But
it's like a little mic stand you would mic up a drum kit with, like the side there.
Yeah, Megatron's gonna hit the beats with Soundwave. And it reminds me of that whole. It was that Robot Chicken episode where he's firing his gun or his fusion cannon, but he's got his hand into the trigger and that's how he's shooting, and they're all looking at him like, "What are you doing?" I don't know if you've seen that one. I have to post that. That's hilarious. But
yeah,
still,
I love the robot stuff.
Yeah. So, but still, this was
animation.
Mm-hmm. But this was a great figure, right? I mean, it's still die-cast metal chrome. And actually, if I remember correctly, like he wasn't really prone to break. I think there was some weaknesses depending on the like if you look between where the legs are here, the plastic that's going into the back of where the trigger is. I believe that part has a weakness because
cap guns were really big at this time.
Yes, they were. Yes,
so something that looked like a cap gun that also could be like a robot that transforms. That's right. That's like right at the peak of like what this stuff was selling, because they would even sell the caps in the toy stores. And there's two types. Remember, there was the rolled paper caps for the guns, and then there was those little circle ones that you would put in, that you would pop right into the whole the you know what I mean? Like it was bullets loading. You'd pop that little red circle in there,
Yep.
and so cap. I just wanted to stress that the cap guns were really big in the toy scene at this time.
Mm-hmm. Well, and see, so this is another thing too, is that the first release of Megatron, so every version of this figure came with bullets, but only I think the Japanese version and that first release, that first wave of Megatron had the firing mechanism to shoot the bullets. They were like little bitty plastic bullets that that you could shoot out. They didn't go very far. It was just a kind of gimmicky thing, just like Optimus Prime with the repair bot has the missiles that shoot out on the sides. So they always had some kind of like little gimmick. It wasn't like, but it was a playability, and it was eventually removed because people were afraid they're going to shoot your eye out. So Red Ryder BB gun. But then, like we get into some other things with the Autobots, right? So you got the mini bots here: Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, Brawn. You got Cliff Jumper yellow. There's another one which was orange. There's a Bumble Jumper. You got, but those aren't real characters. You're looking at like Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, Brawn up here. You got Gears, Huffer, Wind Charger. That's your original set of the microbots. And don't come after me if I'm getting the names wrong. It's whatever. But so we'll get into the most iconic one, of course, my favorite Autobot of all time, and that is Bumblebee. That's why I get so mad at the Michael Bay movies, because they took this character and made him a mute and a laughing stock, and then they made him like be juvenile in the first movie. I couldn't do it. But Bumblebee, Volkswagen Beetle, he is a messenger, a spy. He is an infiltrator. He gets into places that no other Autobot can. He's very smart. Actually, one of the weakest of the Autobots, but he has the strongest heart. And there you go. Transforms into the main man right there for me. Let me see.
I like it, but I always hated those cars.
The mini ones?
The Volkswagen Beetles.
Oh, you just hated the Beatles in general? Okay.
Yeah. I love the Beatles, the band, just not the vehicle. Not just the car. Vehicle.
I always wanted the newer release of the Volkswagen that came out in like the 2000s, so I can get it yellow and stuff. That was one of the things I wanted to do, but I never ended up doing it. Let me just catch up with chat real quick. Scrambles was talking about how he loved the theme song and how it was. I liked how the Transformer theme song had odd time signatures mixed in with normal. It's crazy. Plus, I heard bad audio editing made it more jarring. Roller versus the 6-wheel rollers. Let's see. Okay. Life grew up in West Virginia. They learn shooting in the element. Oh, wow, dude, that's crazy. Bumblebee movie was definitely where it stepped up. See, yes, the Bumblebee movie wasn't too bad. It was great. We got this opening cutscene that all we wanted with like the movie to be was like the war on Cybertron. Bumblebee's talking. Then we get to Earth, and I'm going into a rant about Transformers. It has nothing to do with the toys, but then we see Starscream that turns into Blitzwing. He destroys his voice box. Then we get 2 generic triple changers. So you took away the possibility of having Blitzwing, a jet that transforms into a tank, to a helicopter that turns into a charger, and then whatever the other one was that are random people that are not part of the original G1 lore at all. I'm sorry, ranting. I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm sorry. Anyway,
we built this show on rants.
yes, we did. We did.
In
And
a way.
especially if we're going to be talking about like one of my favorite things, I'm going to rant about it. Um, but yeah, Bumblebee was a cool figure. You know, you could take it anywhere you wanted to in your pocket. I love this transformation. Very simple. I love the fact that he's best friends with Optimus Prime in the comic, and it's kind of portrayed up a little bit in the show, but not as much. But yeah, there's your iconic Bumblebee. Of course, on the back you got more of that stuff in the that we love with all that art of the toys, with Jetfire and some Insecticons and Grimlock and all that other stuff. It's great. More tech specs, more bio information, and information on how to transform him. All right, next up, we can do Brawn. Definitely a character that does not look as close as he could to the animation accuracy as far as like what we got in the cartoon versus the show. Vehicle wise, fine. What I think he's like, I don't remember what he's a Jeep. But when he transforms, you get his iconic dome head, but he looks very Cylon esque. The way his hands are like almost not even. Yeah, you can actually see it right here. They look like claw arms instead of his normal standard Autobot hands. So there's a little bit left up to the imagination with this character. We've definitely gotten better versions of Brawn. But yes, very, very GoBot-esque looking.
I'm not feeling this one.
I can understand it. I had him. I have him now. But I get it. I'm not feeling it. There's actually going to be a few Transformers that you're going to feel that way of. So, still cool. I don't get the feeling of what we got from the cartoon with this guy. With the toy.
Looks like a Ninja Turtle.
I could see
No,
that.
it looks like
Shredder.
The Turtles van turned into a robot.
Yes, with Shredder's head. You got the ninja, the samurai face there. All right.
With the Battlestar Galactica helmet.
Now here we go. Cliff Jumper, voiced by, and I should be doing this for all these. And I apologize because but like I think Michael Bell was Michael Bell wasn't Bumblebee. It was I can't remember his name, but this was Casey Kasem, and it says it right there. Casey Kasem was Cliff Jumper, and I could just be reading this. What's up, Edwin? Welcome to the show, sir.
And winning.
So this is your hothead. I got Megatron in my viewfinder. This dude could have took out the leader of the Decepticons in the first episode, but he misses. Very much attitude in a small bot. That image is very, very blurry, so I apologize for everyone. Just to let you guys know, if you wait until I think May, Takara is doing reissues of Cliff Jumper and Bumblebee with the new Missing Link transformation, so you're going to get actually better articulation and some extra stuff for the figures. So be on the lookout for that. I will drop. I have dropped a link in my Discord about it. But still a cool figure. Look at that, dude. $297 for this figure, man. That's like getting $10 from your dad or your mom and going in and getting like 4 of these guys or 4 different Transformers. Anything on Cliff Jumper here, buddy?
I want to say a word you can't say with how it looks, and they call them small people.
Okay. Willow?
Little people, big world.
Okay.
That's what he looks like.
Yeah, I get it. Considering like you look at these guys, right? and we'll finish out these, but let's go into jazz, right? Voiced by Scatman Crothers. Oh, come on. Go back.
What's up, Wub?
What's up, Wubs? Why did... Oh, hold on. I'm doing the wrong... That's why I'm not clicking. Big jazz. Yeah.
Dude, some of these in vehicle modes do look like McDonald's toys from this era.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. What's up, Wubs? But jazz, Scatman Crothers right here. Awesome, awesome. One of my dad's favorites.
Does my voice sound robotic, really?
Does it? The Transformers.
It's called
More than meets the eye.
Live streaming in a car.
That is true. You got that extra acoustics.
Wub's not going to sound like Quincy Jones recording Thriller in my car. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to sound like I don't know. I'm blanking on an example.
It's okay. So of course, Jazz here loves his music. Of course, hence the name Jazz. But yeah, second in command for the Autobots. He was a Porsche. What does it say on here? I know he's a Porsche. I just don't remember which model Porsche he is. What's up, Boylan? All these accessories.
I was gonna say it's not gonna sound like Steely Dan, Wubs. Like a Steely Dan.
Scatman like Crothers, yeah. You know, Zombie, when they did the table read, it was hard not hearing Scatman Crothers do the voice for Jazz. But I was okay with the actor they got to do it, so I'm all right. But yep, so this is the difference. You're going to get like a bigger vehicle, more articulation, more to the imagination. But gotta love it. All right, so we'll go back into the last 3 of the Microbots. So we're gonna Gears over here, except for the Furby.
You don't have me on your speaker, do you?
I have you on my speaker, but my new mic doesn't pick up that at all.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I have it facing. It only picks up from my direction.
They're saying I'm echoing. There's no reason I should be echoing.
No, not at all.
Can you turn it down a little on your speaker?
Is that better, guys? I'm sorry. I apologize if that was too much. Let me know. Is he good? What's up, Shode?
Yeah, I'm still getting McDonald's car vibes here.
Why does Ryan sound like he's market speaker? Dude, I don't know. I don't have anything. Dude, I have you turned down. There's no reason.
Because they're not usually saying this when we do this.
No, but remember we were having some issues with.
What are we doing differently this time that they're complaining?
Nothing. I didn't change anything. All the settings are the same. Let me see something. Hold on. Ryan, go ahead and talk.
Hello.
Maybe turn you down just a little bit, maybe? Say one more thing.
Hello.
Yeah, you're only getting picked up from one audio source. Because like when you talk, my mic doesn't go up, so it's not even my mic that's doing it. I don't know. You know what? I blame OBS.
We got the peanut gallery over here. We got the 2 old guys.
You know what it is? You know what it is? You know what it is? They're I don't know. I have no clue. Mike.
I'm sorry, it doesn't sound like George Martin recording fucking "Let It Be" in here with McCartney, guys.
I think they're trolling, man. I don't know. I think they're trolling. That's all I can say. Dude, I really think it's an OBS thing. Everything is set up exactly like it has before. And now for this morning announcements. So I sound okay, right? It's just me. It's not Ryan. Maybe it's the new microphone. Who knows? I don't know. All right.
Later on, we're gonna be covering the "Lick My Balls" toy line. If you guys want to stay for that too.
Yeah, well, I hear it in the replay, but it's okay. I still hear you. That is so weird.
Yeah, just turn it down as low as you can.
I'm not gonna like. I'm gonna turn Ryan down so low that I can't hear him.
No, your speaker.
I did. I have been. Okay, Ryan, talk. Let's see. Is it better?
They're trying to derail.
Yeah, they're derailing. Hey, look, I still have to. Guys, look. We're just trying to get through these 28 Autobots and Decepticons, and then I have to.
They're definitely being Decepticons in there.
Decepticons. Well, hey Tib, it was planned that I was gonna play Friday the 13th for the last time, but we got to get through this, and then we got to do the giveaway. It goes with the theme of the episode. Ryan sounds robotic. He's Soundwave. What's up, Tylord? Autobots, roll out. Actually, it's Transformer rollout. Wow, this guy's a dick. Why would you, like, just turn gears on his side and go, all right, he's transformed? Man. I hate people that can't, like, get good pictures of stuff.
Zombie, your robotic name would be Astro Glide. How you like that? It's like some KY jelly.
Let's talk Transformers toy. Now I kind of feel bad mentioning the Echo. It's okay. I don't know what it is. I'll start trying to test with it again. Because we had no problem with this last
stream. Go back to the headphone setup.
Dude, I don't think it has any. Honestly, I don't think it has anything to do with my microphone or the speakers. I think it's something with OBS. I really think it's something with OBS. I think it knows I hate OBS. I think it knows that it's trash. Unfortunately, it's the only thing I can use at the moment.
OBS sounds too much like IBS. Irritable bowel syndrome.
Irritable bowel. It's given me irritable bowel syndrome. All right, so hey guys, what? Oh yeah, let's get the Huffer. Huffer's the next one. Yeah, keep it right. Yep. Okay. Thanks, Edwin. Huffer, of course, is a what is this? A truck transport or a trailer transport. He can actually carry Prime's trailer. But of course, he doesn't even look like anything like the cartoon version. He's got pipes for hands, which is the alternate version of this guy. His name Pipes.
It's like, I would call this vehicle Garfield.
He wants lasagna. He's lazy too. Guys, can you argue with the fact that you could have gotten a motorized Transformer and Huffer here for $3? I want these prices again. Yeah, pallet swap was Pipes. Yep. All right, last of the Microbots, of course, was Windcharger. And the blurry images continue. Oh my god. I'm gonna go blind looking at that image. Let me do that. So save your eyes. Save your eyes. Look, this was $3.49 at one point, or $4.99.
That looks very McDonald's Hot Wheels.
Yeah, it does. I have this. $3 is freaking awesome for a Transformer. Now 300. We could get to there, Boiling. We could. Yeah, considering the reissues were sold at $10, you're right on that, Zombie. And I bought all of them as far as those.
This is the one your mom gets you when you're like, you can pick out one thing, and she keeps downgrading you. She's like, no, that's too much. No, that's too much. And you get downgraded to this. This is like the one. This is like the fourth one you bring your mother back when she's penny pinching at KB's, and this is the one she brings to the counter.
So this is the alternate sound wave. Buzzsaw is ready. Which is just friggin' Soundwave with his own version of Laserbeak, which was what? Oh yeah, no. This is the Soundwave. No, they did an alternate version of this one too. This was like slightly different color. So how many, show of hands, how many had this figure?
This is iconic. This is iconic. This is classic. This is top tier.
Micro recorder, voiced by Frank Welker.
This is almost as good as it gets right here.
I want to see a show of hands of emojis in the chat of who all had Soundwave here.
If Soundwave was like a woman on a scale of 1 to 10, it would be dime piece review. That would be the review, dime piece.
This was the toy to have. I'm getting no. I never had this one. Okay, you know what, Edwin? If I can find one, I'll send one to you. Okay, so thank you. Hands. Here, let me do that. Sorry, they just fell off, man. Yeah, Bubba. There you go. There you go. There's the. But what's not to love about this guy? This guy still holds up today if you have one. As long as you didn't like have a sister or a big brother or little brother that decided to rip an arm off.
I'm gonna say something sacrilegious because I'm feeling kind of spicy after the peanut gallery tonight. So what my friendly roast on this figure is, it looks like a motherfucking house voicemail. Remember, like your little phone voicemail in the 90s with the little ass fucking miniature cassette tape you put in the please leave a message after the beep. That's my mini roast, the Soundwave. Soundwave, please leave a message after the beep. Beep.
Let me see.
What did you call those? What did you call those miniature cassettes that you put in the
micro cassettes? Yeah, they're micro cassettes. Yeah.
Micro cassettes? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Constructicon's inferior. All right. So, yeah, what's not to love?
Vince, I didn't know there was a Cookie Monster Transformer.
Cookie.
Radio Shack voicemail recorder.
Answer machine voice. That'd be hilarious. Yeah. All right. So we just looked at the second in command for Megatron and the Decepticons. Let's look at the third in command, even though he thought he was number one.
Dude, let me just say, That's how long it's been, Vince, since we had answering machines, that it's not even in the lexicon anymore. All we can think, thanks to smartphones, is voicemail. We
Correct. It's
can't even,
voicemail. Yeah.
like, thank God that Blood said it, answering machine. It's so gone from the lexicon, we don't even use answering machine as a thing anymore.
Could you know when you like if you work in the corporate world, you have those meetings that you got to like record whatever's talked about, and it's like, could you imagine somebody walking in? All right, I got this taken care of, and he pops out his sound wave and puts it on the table, and his boss thinks he's really recording it.
Or like his kid swapped it out.
Right.
His kid stole his recorder and stuck a sound wave in his briefcase.
Oh, wait. What'd be
He's like,
hilarious
"What?"
though is if the dude actually did it himself. He bought a micro cassette recorder, and it took all the parts out of it, put it into his Soundwave, so he has a working micro cassette player that is Soundwave. So he's like sitting there playing with it and the meeting and stuff, and his boss is like, "What the hell are you doing? Why are you playing with a toy?" "I'm not playing with a toy. It's my cassette recorder." And he pushes play, and it plays
Like,
back the whole
guys,
meeting. Gotcha.
my God, guys, my goddamn son did it again. That's the last time I'm buying him a Transformer.
We're gonna play a game today, Dad. Is this a real microrecorder or a transformer? What's not to love about Starscream? Yep, voiced by the same person who did the voice for Cobra Commander. Sadly, he passed away. He was a comedian, and I can't remember his name. Zombie, I cue you for getting his name for me.
I'll tell you what, the quote on this figure should be America fuck yeah. Because that's what it looks. Does this not look like America fuck yeah? This looks like some Top Gun badass shit right here.
Well, I'm sorry, but like Starscream would have friggin' destroyed Maverick. America, fuck yeah. Here to save the motherfucking day. Yeah, all right. I said enough F words here.
If this plane took a leak, it would piss red, white, and blue.
It would piss America. Oh shit. Yeah, look at him. He's like he's giving the F yeah. If only
He shits fireworks. He shits just a July 4th fireworks.
he is the he is the 4th of July. Look at that. $12 for Starscream. You technically a couple years ago could have gotten the reissue of the G1 version. Correct me if I'm wrong. Same voice actor for Cobra Commander. Correct. You're right on that, Boiling. Correct. The Immortal Spark. Yep. Who disturbs my coronation?
I don't know,
Let me give
Starscream.
you a hint.
I don't like you, Starscream, because you're dangerous.
You're dangerous. All right, so another thing too, I forgot about this. Starscream has the null ray, which nullifies any weapon. Like he could have taken Megatron, Optimus Prime with his weapon, but he doesn't utilize it at all.
I feel like Starscream's ego is writing checks his body can't cash. You know, I'm just getting that kind of.
Oh my god, I need somebody to take scenes with Skywarp, Thundercracker, and Starscream and replace them with like Iceman, Maverick, and Goose. Top Gun quotes.
You can be my wingman anytime.
All right, so I know like this is my favorite of the Seekers, and that is Thundercracker. I just loved his character, the comic. I loved him in the cartoon. I love the blue and red. Such Awesome. I guess let me put this out to you guys. Who is y'all's favorite Seeker in the Transformers universe?
That's a
Looks like
cool. That's a cool thought. It looks like the DeLorean. Edwin says.
oh, for a Sunstreaker, I'll bring him up here in a minute. He's a Lambo, modified Lambo.
That's a girlfriend you got to be careful about. You know, though a Sunstreaker, you got to tell her to keep an eye. You know, she don't want. You don't want her to get
Yeah,
too
you
much
want her to be a
attention.
water streaker, not a Sunstreaker. Uh, but there you go. They're $10. $10 for a vintage in the box Thundercracker. I should make a color theme for Thundercracker in the jet plane transformer mech and mech break when it comes out. Oh, that'd be awesome. And then of course you got the other Seeker, Skywarp, purple and black. He was more the clown, the jokester a little bit.
I love the what's the hood of the plane called? The cockpit, like the comes down.
Yeah, or the canopy.
Yeah, I love the canopy on it.
Oh yeah, being orange and stuff like that. Yeah, no, it's awesome. Because so that was the other thing for the Diaclone Transformers. They had minifigures that you could fit in them. And then when they got released here, we didn't actually use any of that gimmicks. Um, the like the Dinobots had those like orange translucent things on their on different parts of their body that you can actually put a Diaclone in. All right, Sunstreaker. Wait, hold on. What? I see where Edwin's going with the turbocharger looking like the back of the DeLorean. Doc, tell me. So you built a time machine out of a Lamborghini?
1.21 gigawatts.
That would have been a total different movie. It had the DeLorean been a Transformer, which we ended up getting a toy for that later on. But
That's the coolest vehicle I've seen yet. Tonight.
it is a very, 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 very sleek, very nice, nice vehicle.
Very, very nice. How much? Yes.
I will take my wife in this car, and we will go places.
You will give me spells, yes, Gypsy? It's a very erotic physique.
It goes vroom vroom. All right, and then his brother, Sideswipe, who's just a standard Lambo.
That's the way you want to have some fun with Sunstreaker. Give her the old side swipe, you know?
All right. Oh man. You know what's not to love about a red Lamborghini?
I mean, this is like Motley Crue rock video all day here with this red Lambo.
Dude, like when he transforms, man, that's fucking solid, bro, right there. Got the doors on the side.
Look how great the wheels are even on that.
Mm-hmm.
Great chrome wheels.
It would be too strong if he could travel back in time. Sideswipe. Had Starscream like to chew
Sideswipe's
on the
kinda like
top
a
of the nose. Oh wow.
Sideswipe's like a little bit of like a miniature Perceptor.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, he's red like Perceptor, and He has that missile cannon that could be confused as a telescope or a micro magnifying glass. All right, so we're gonna get it. Okay, so this is my other favorite Transformer right here, and that is the passive conscientious objector to violence and all that stuff, and that is Mirage, the man that could turn invisible, not transform into different, like had different. He didn't hologram. He didn't morph into other things like they did in that Rise of the Beast movie. He could just turn invisible. Anyway, sorry, rant done. But I love it. You got a IndyCar racer here.
Just remember, Vince, rubbing is racing, son. All right.
Winning's winning. That's all I got to say.
Tom Cruise, save me with your witchcraft. If you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you.
But yeah, I have a knockoff version of this. I definitely would love to get a new, actual vintage one of Mirage. But I love this figure. It's one I never had, but a friend of ours had it, and I just because it's such an easy transformation for this figure.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
Help me, Tom Cruise. Help me, baby Jesus. Yes, this is the Talladega Nights Transformer.
Also looks a little bit like a cigarette machine.
The story of Ricky Bobby.
In robot form, it looks a little bit like a cigarette machine.
I could see that. I could see that.
Especially the top half.
F1 Formula 1 racing. All right, here we go. We got a Hound military Jeep.
Ricky Bobby, you are not paralyzed.
Now, Hound, he could make three-dimensional holograms. So why they decided to take Hound's ability, give it to Mirage, and then have Mirage with Jazz's body, and then give it to Pete Davidson. I don't know. Whatever.
Give it to Pete Davidson.
I'll
be right back, Vince.
So no problem. What's funny about this figure is the fact that I always reminded me, because of the gun turret in the back here, of the gun truck or whatever from Maximum Overdrive. We made you. But Hounds is an amazing character. Definitely needed much more love. Jackal, yes, that is so true. I wish I had Hound whenever I played Jackal, because I would have totally went outside in the dirt near the courtyard of our apartment and played Jackal with Hound. I totally would have done this. Yeah, not cheating, not trying. So, yeah, that's Hound. Awesome figure. They did re-release him as with the G1. Well, it's the 86 paint job. So he looks like he came from, the movie or the cartoon. You could probably still find him at Walmart. Actually, you might be able to find him clearanced at actually either Ross right now or on Hasbro Pulse. Dad, you're 100% right. Bay does not have a reason to screw up Transformers, but he does. And it sucks. That would be sick. You'd have to combat Jeep in an NES and then refuse. It's a toy. All right, so I'm gonna show off my dad's favorite, of course, which is besides Jazz, he loved Wheeljack. the scientist of the group, the guy who created the Dinobots, the person you see in the first episode of the cartoon with Bumblebee as they're stealing Energon rods. Amazing accessories here with some missiles. Of course, this version of Wheeljack has seen better days. What's cool is he's got Snake Eyes' visor. Um, the main man. Yep. We're gonna create some Dinobots. All right. We could get into. Actually, I want to save Ironhide and Ratchet for when Ryan returns. Since we went into Soundwave, let's go ahead and get into the controversy that is Witch's Rumble and Witch's Frenzy. Let me see. I hate how to turn Trevastator into Big Scrap. Dude, I hated that too, man. Then they made that stupid ball joke. It's like God, that was my. Oh man, I hated that movie so bad because they destroyed Devastator. It was so bad. All right, so we'll go into the first one. These are the micro cassettes for Soundwave. Of course, this is how we ended up getting Laserbeak for the first time. And of course, for some weird reason, even though you guys all know, as I much do, when we watch the cartoon, the purple, bluish one was Ravage. I mean, not Ravage, but Rumble. But for some reason, the toy version, they called him Frenzy. Don't know why. Yeah, it's kind of lame, honestly. Sorry for reminding you. Dude, I'm telling you, man, I have some personal traumas when it comes to things that I enjoy that filmmakers have ruined. I could literally make a series of this stuff and just go on and on and on. But, of course, here you go. Here's Rumble, even though they decided to incorrectly name this figure. When you want to crack the... you got to crack the shell to crack the nuts inside. And of course, the most iconic of the cassettes, besides one other one that we'll talk about here in a moment, Laserbeak. Yeah, I have a lot of passion. I can't help it. I enjoy this stuff. It's fun. I probably lost a lot of stuff in my brain of things that I know just because I had to dump a chunk of long-term memory. But here you go. Ravage and Frenzy. I'm not going to call him Rumble. This is the other... Oh my god, that's blurry. Other most iconic... Ravage the Cat. These also were reissued not too long ago. Yep. One tough little Autobot. Alright. Since we did that, we can get into... Here's Blue Streak. One of the 3 Autobots that have this design. Definitely love this character. I remember correctly, he is definitely voiced by Michael Bell. Same thing with Prowl. Which we'll get into next. to one of the lions. You know, technically, you could fold the Ravage into a leg if you wanted to. Funny little tidbit. Back in the 2000s when Hasbro lost the rights for uh Blue Streak, they actually called him Silver Streak for a little bit. There's actually a couple Autobots that actually lost their name that they had to rename for a short period of time. Definitely love this car. I actually have the Masterpiece version of this one. I was glad to get that. We will go into the other chassis brother to that one, which is Prowl. The police car, which is the who we thought the police car was going to be in the first Michael Bay movie, and then he decided to make it some other Decepticon that happened to be a police car because he wanted to subvert our expectations. But then he wanted to give us, man, they were nothing like they were in the. Man, okay, I need to move on from the PTSD, guys. I'll go on for nights, for days. I do apologize if the stream is weird. I'm getting some weird signals with OBS. It's probably, now that I'm looking at it, like my connection strength like dipped really low, so maybe that's part of the problem. Why Ryan was sounding so robotic, I have no clue. But iconic blaster, his twin cannon shoulder mounts and stuff, his missiles. That chest has been seen better days. But definitely would love to have this one. All right, so we're gonna get to the end of this here soon because I know I'm supposed to be streaming with Tib in a little bit, but I think all we have left is Ironhide, Ratchet, and Trailbreaker. So let's get into Trailbreaker. Love this character as a kid. Never had the toy though. There's actually quite a few of the original ones I didn't have. Or my dad didn't have. We both of us collected, so. He later on did get a repaint, which we'll be talking about in the next episode that we do when we cover Transformers in Series 2. You would have gotten Hoist, which is a tow truck. Yep. Four-wheeler drive Transformer 4x4. He's got one fist for you, Megatron. Right at your face. Still gotta love the back of the boxes, of course. You know, more of the tech specs, which is some I didn't talk about. So when you got these figures, of course, it came with a little bitty red translucent plastic piece that you would put on the back here, and it would allow you to be able to see the blue line. Of course, you know, as newer releases of this figure were brought out, they kind of like removed a little bit of that redness and kind of increased the blue, so it's a little bit easier to see. So you didn't actually need that plastic piece, but still cool nonetheless. One of the things that we didn't talk about either, and I wasn't sure. Let me see. None out of here. Let me. Really? We haven't. Oh, here we go. Let me go. Let me go to. All right. So on all Transformers, you would have got a rub sticker. Now, this would tell you if they were an Autobot or a Decepticon. You
That almost
apply.
looks like a math vehicle.
Which one? Oh, the red. Back to the side swipe.
No, I was saying the blue Bronco looking
Oh,
car.
the Bronco. Oh
I
yeah,
mean the
Trailbreaker.
black Bronco,
I could see that. I could definitely see that. But so you remember this, the rub sticker, like that you put your finger on there, you'd
like
heat
on
it up,
Battle Beats.
and you would see if they were an Autobot or Decepticon. Regardless of the fact that there was a giant sticker that showed Autobot symbol on there, you had this little extra gimmick play feature that they had for I think the first 3 series, and then eventually went away. But yeah, definitely Battle Beast had that feature still with them. All right, so last two Transformers to discuss tonight before we go into the giveaway, and that is Ironhide and Ratchet. Vehicle modes for these both look fantastic. Robot mode, on the other hand, leaves a little bit to the imagination and much to be desired. Of course, you have your particular van here, which is decked out to be a medical vehicle, your ambulance, and then more of his gadgets, of course. Definitely, you can see the yellowing of the figure. You can see the parts that are actually still white. It's because it was die cast with some paint on it. But when you got into this robot, there you go. Looks nothing like the cartoon at all. So, I mean, you got the robot face right there behind the glass instead of over the glass.
Really cool looking in robot form.
It's really hard to tell what it is, honestly, right? Or am I just like, is it just me?
Kind of looks like a Rob the Robot position it's in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Gyro might
Yeah,
about to
it
do
does. It
some.
does. This looks like like the miniature version of what you could hook up to your NES, right? It's gonna help you heal your scratches and wounds from skateboarding outside, while it helps you also put in your NES cartridge into your system. Actually,
Was Rob the Robot a Transformer?
I mean, I would love to see a Transformer around the robot. Hey, Hasbro, Nintendo, I got money making idea for you. Actually, Retro Ryan does.
Right?
To answer your question, one question though, does Autobots treat humans or robots? Actually, I mean, they probably could do both. Maybe with some nanotechnology. But they mainly treat their own kind. And of course, like one of the like toughest, like badass, like I'm gonna just take on the whole Decepticon army, Ironhide. And what do you do to our boy? You do the exact same thing. Of course, he looks good here in vehicle mode, but then when you get into the to the toy, he looks nothing like he's supposed to. I mean, just for some comparison, just for a comparison, okay, Ryan?
Yep.
Those that want to know, images for you. This is Ironhide. That's what he looks like in the cartoon. When he pops up, you'll see him. This is the. Let me do this. We'll do Masterpiece, which is an amazing figure, guys. This is amazing. This is Ironhide Masterpiece. This is the KO version, I think it is. It doesn't really matter. It's still an awesome figure. Look how great this looks. You guys all see this? And then you look at his cartoon render. Oh wait, I did change it. That's okay, whatever. Go back. Yeah. Cartoon version, masterpiece version, original toy. I mean, there's something wrong with this picture here. um, but still cool. Uh, it's definitely different. What's your thoughts, man? Between the cartoon version, the masterpiece, and this one, what do you say, Ryan? What's your thoughts?
I can't believe how like weak ass the arms are on the original.
Yeah, look at that little bar there, man. That's on both sides. I mean, you could probably break that pretty easily. But
If you sneezed on it, you would.
yeah, I know this is the reason why we didn't buy this toy was because of the fact it didn't represent enough of what the figure was. And yes, I get the fact that these were toys that they imported from Japan, so they didn't go through the process of trying to change them. But still, I'm glad that later releases of Ironhide have looked more accurate to the cartoon. And this is the reason why, like, I know that me and you have this thing where, like, I want my toys to look very close to cartoon accurate or whatever their source material is, right? Versus like you have the nostalgia from actually playing with the toys. So this should give you that example of why like I want something to look more what I enjoy than that. And there's nothing wrong with that, but there is something wrong with that. It's just it's missing a lot. It's definitely something to be desired.
Yeah, what an improvement, the masterpiece.
Yeah. I mean, it's just gorgeous, man. It's
See,
just
I just don't. Okay, like doing this tonight, I realized how little I knew about the smaller G1 because
Mhm.
like everything G1 I have is the bigger robots. You know,
Yeah.
the Ultra Magnus, the Optimus Prime, the Metroplex. Like I have the bigger ones. Like the smallest I have is like a Perceptor, you know, and then like I got a bunch of like the Pretenders mixed in there. But like I don't have any of those small vehicle ones. Like so I was kind of blown away like how much they look like a little McDonald's toy. Like I didn't know. Like when I think of G1, I forgot about all these little ones.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like you're because keep in mind too, you're looking at 84, right? So I mean, this is what year you were born. I was 3 at the time. Most people for Transformers, you're looking at that they're going to start remembering things are, your Series 2. You're going to get Astro Train, Blaster, the Insecticons. You got Cosmos. You got the Cone Head Transformers, Devastator, Grimlock, which are going to have the Dinobots. There's your Hoist, your Inferno, Jetfire, and then Omega Supreme, Perceptor. But then they still introduced more of the mini bots with Power Glide here. You got Sea Spray, which is one of my favorites. Warpath is another one. Um, this also introduced a lot of the real life. It's the everyday life like Transformers stuff that wasn't like it was. I don't remember what the brand was, but it was just like everyday items. Like so, Perceptor would have been one of those. You got Refractor. You got Shockwave here. Um, there's other ones that come out later on, but like you got all the Dinobots. You're gonna get you got Skylinks. So this is what we're gonna cover next. We won't do it tonight, guys. Well, we're gonna break this up into different episodes, and we may do this maybe once a month, maybe towards the end of the month. If you guys are looking forward to this, there's a lot to cover. I mean, you're looking at like we only did 28 Transformers right now. There's another 44 just in Series 2. There's the deluxe ones as well, which, you know, these were awesome figures here. And then you got the Power Dashers, which were the mailaways. And then there, and then like so you get into Series 3, there's 57 Transformers. In Series 4, there's another 50. All the way up to Series 7, and there's 27. I mean, there's a lot of Transformers to cover. So we're gonna have to break it up into these smaller vignette episodes. So please bear with us. I'll try to see if I can't get some of my figures more out in the background as we're going through the discussion of this stuff. But we do hope you enjoyed this. So Ryan, you want to get in? We ready to go into the giveaway? You got anything else you want to say about Transformers?
Giveaway up. Let's roll it.
All
Let's
right.
roll.
Yeah, Beachcomber was a mini. Yep. That's right, Dad. All right, guys. So this is the breakdown of what's going on. So what I'm going to do first off, bring up the camera so you guys can see. So, there, because of shipping issues in Canada right now, I can't do anything to Canada. So, Jason, I do apologize. Pace, I do apologize. I will do something for you for something later. As far as anybody that was outside the country, of course, there wasn't much I could do on that. And then, as far as Mexico, shipping costs is crazy right now. For me trying to ship something to like where Mazin's at, it was $88. I can't afford that at the moment. But so for this giveaway right now, it's only going to be people in the US. Now, so here is what I'm giving away, and you guys can tell this is the one I've been showing was the one I own. I hadn't got this in yet, so but you can see where the plastic strips are still here, everything's sealed. So this figure is one that I'm giving away, but wait, there's a second one. So I'm going to give away 2 of these guys. So there's 2 chances to win tonight, just to let you know, for those here in the States. So we'll get to the raffle right now. Just what we'll do is that anybody who had been in the last 3 episodes of things that we did were entered into the raffle. So we'll go into this now. All right. So Ryan, is it up on the screen?
Let's get ready to transform.
Okay, so how do we want to do this? Do we just want to do because I know Tib does the whole thing where it's like he does it like it's the first person to win 3 times wins, or do we just want to do just click it and whoever
I
lands?
think it should be 3 times.
Okay.
The first person to win 3 times.
All right, so let's do that, guys. So good luck, everyone that is entered. I do have here are the people listed that are entered into this contest. So Wubbs, you are on here. Edwin, you're here. Boiling, you're on this. All right. So, all right. Transform and roll out. Let's go. First spin.
Batter up.
Oh. So, all right. So that's one for Mike. All right,
Remember, there's a lag for them to see this.
Yeah. All right. That is true. There's lag. All right. So that's one spin. Here's the second spin. All right, so one for. All right, so we're gonna continue to spin. So far, the only 2 people that have a chance. All right, let's go. The winner is you. Whoa, there we go. All right, cool. That's cool. All right. Man, that was close on Zombie. Well, it's. Hold on, guys. Give it a minute. We haven't. First person to come to 3 times on the. So what I'll do is leave it there. All right. This is gonna get crazy, man. Holy sh! So Tyler's at 2.
Uh-oh.
Wow. All right.
Oh,
Hummus is at 2.
coming down to the wire.
Tyler's coming in hot. Okay, so Thumb Brothers is on the map. All right, so guys, just to let you know, so whoever the first 2 that win this, I'm not going to start over. So right now there's 2 Tyler, 2 Hummus, but it's still anyone's game. Nintendo. Looks like Hummus gets the first one. All right, so Hummus gets the first one. So let me write that down real quick.
Oh, he won? Nice.
Yep, Hummus won. So I'm gonna actually, what I'll do is I'll send it to you. Okay.
Hum to Miss Prime. He'll be excited to get that.
Yeah, no, dude, definitely. Dizzy's on the board twice now, so. All right, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3. Buddy Adrian's on the board.
And everybody's aware you're giving away too, right? So they know that there's one more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all right, guys. What other giveaways have you seen? You get there's two in the same thing. We're throwing down, son. Just when you thought you were out, we pull you back in. You still got a chance to win.
Zombie. Let's get zombie. Oh, whoa. Showed is close. Showed is close. One, 2, 3. Wubs is on the board. Oh no no. Yeah, Wubs is on the board. All right. Yeah, it's so I don't know. I'm hoping this site is random, guys. I really really do. Come on, don't. Okay, now it's really heating it because like it's scrambles, Dizzy, Adrian, Showed. Oh, Hummus, you won, man. You won the first one.
You won the first Optimus
Yeah,
Prime, Hummus. Congrats.
yeah, dude. I'll show it here once we're done. All right, so
Show the man what he's won. Show him the goods.
I'll show him the goods after this. So we'll go. We'll go.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Edwin's on the board. Fight to the death, man. It's gonna get crazy. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, wow. that was a sliver there.
Can't see you. I can't.
Cause that would have been Saucy Bits is on the board. Yes, sir, Edwin. You're on the board, brother. You're on the board. Okay, so Thumbs is at 2 now. Right? 1. Yeah, Thumbs is on the board twice. Okay. Woo! Wow, it's like it's gonna be like everybody, and then we'll just do one roll, and it'll be whoever wins this. Oh wow, okay. So Adrian won. I'll let him know. All right, so thanks guys. Let me pull this up so Hummus can see what he got. Yeah, dude, that was a nail biter. All right.
I see him in his I see him in his voice chat. I'm gonna go tell him. I'll be right back.
All right, Hummus, this is what you won, brother. I will reach out to you, or Ryan will reach out to you, and then I'll get your address and we'll ship it out to you. So, congratulations, Adrian. Congratulations. I'll reach out to you and get your stuff, man, too. Everyone, thank you. This was fun. So I do plan to do something.
I told him to come through. He's gonna come through real quick.
Which
Wubs.
No. Wrong Wubs. Wrong Adrian.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, wrong Adrian. Yeah, wrong Adrian.
Oh shit. I'm an idiot. I thought.
Look. Yeah. But everyone in the wins in the community. That's right, exactly. Thank you guys.
My bad, Wubs. I confused the other Adrian.
It's okay. It's all right. Guys, thank you very much. We will do another giveaway probably in a couple months. I just wanted to do something special since this is our 16th episode. Thanks everyone for coming through, hanging out with us, laughing, and having fun. Yeah. Okay, that's actually better. Okay. Name is Chase. But yeah, Ryan, anything you want to tell everybody? Thanks or whatever. What do you want to do?
Too many Adrians, man.
There is too many Adrians. I know.
How are like we all in different states all over the country and we all have the same fucking name? The fuck is this shit, dude?
Hey,
What are the chances?
at least there's 3 Vinces, right? Well, no, there's 4. I forgot my dad.
It almost didn't help that it was on like a 30-second lag where I'm like seeing the winners like 30 seconds later.
Whoops. Just to let you know, you were here and you were here. You were close. Yeah. You were close to winning. There was like it was Tyler was on the board. I think Mike didn't get twice. He only got it once. Thumb Brothers almost won it. Man, it was like it was close. It was really, really close. But like I said, guys, we'll be back next week with another collector showcase. Not sure what we're going to cover just yet, but probably in another couple months we'll do another giveaway. Just to give back to you guys, you know. I get access to toys a lot of times, and might as well pass on the love. But we do appreciate everyone who comes through and chats with us and jokes and laughs. This is fun talking about toys. It is my passion outside of movies and video games. But yeah, you know, if there is something you guys want us to cover, you know, just let us know some options down below in the comments. You know, if there's a toy line you want us to cover, maybe we'll select it for 1 month. But in the meantime, y'all all have a great weekend. It is Christmas. If I don't see y'all tomorrow with the podcast or on Tib's stream here in a few minutes, y'all have a safe, happy holiday, Merry Christmas, New Year's, whatever it is. In the meantime, you guys, Ryan, where can I find you?
Merry Christmas. You can find me on my OnlyFans and also on Retro Ryan on YouTube live Tuesday nights at 10:30. And like I said, I'm uploading. If you missed that premiere of my Christmas special this Tuesday night, I'm going to upload it in full Monday, just so it's closer to Christmas. So, yeah, this was fun. Congrats to the 2 winners.
Yeah, congrats, guys. But yeah, everyone, have a great and safe one, and we'll catch you next stream. Peace out, everyone.